we go. Steelers. Here we go. Oh, we're recording. Hey guys, welcome to episode 20. Oh no, it's episode 20 and a half. I'm not doing episode 21 alone. Okay, me and Ryan are super duper busy. Super duper busy. So, I'm doing this one alone. It's me, Kirby, co-host. Welcome to another episode of Applesauce Benchwarmers. It's episode 20 and a half because I'm not doing the next one alone. I don't even want to say it anymore. I'm not even saying the number. I'm just going to hop right into this. There's no use in me blabbering. So, another week in the NFL. Let's jump into it right now with a instant replay. And just like Ryan does, let's open my screen. I didn't test this out, so hopefully it's working. If not, I'll just throw something else in there. So last week, great week, always great week. Every week that there is football is a great week for me, at least. I'll go through these games here one by one and give you a little opinion. I didn't really get to watch these games because I was busy. I didn't even get to watch the Steelers game, so pretty much anything after 5 o'clock I did get to watch. So I got to catch a little bit of this Cardinals game, definitely the Colts game. So all these mid-tier window games I got to take a look at in the primetime games. So I'll give my little opinions about these 1 o'clock games from just what I know. Hearing about it, I did get to watch the Thursday Night Football game. Packers, just a great team. I mean, the defense is crazy out there, and the offense is good. I mean, it's not like spectacular. It's not top 5 or anything, but it's good, and it's going to go out there and it's going to score points. And the Commanders just looked dead. I mean, Jay Daniels got hurt. He's out this week. We'll talk about that a little bit later. They just don't have much life to them like they did last year. The life just isn't there. The defense is not very good, and the offense is subpar at this point. Ravens-Browns here. Pretty typical what you'd expect from a Ravens-Browns game, especially with this Browns offense. In 2025, there's just nothing to like about Cleveland, which, what else is new? The Ravens, I'm glad they didn't lose this game. This is a very losable game for Baltimore, but I didn't think they would lose 2 stinkers in a row. In terms of getting these right, because me and Ryan do predictions every week, me and Ryan both predicted the Packers to win, got that correct, and me and Ryan both predicted the Ravens to win and got that correct. We were not, we didn't get the scores correct. Next game here, Bengals, Jaguars. Closer than you might expect. Joe Burrow got hurt in this one. I don't think this is actually an impressive win for either of these teams. I mean, obviously the Jaguars didn't win. I don't think it was a very impressive game for either of these teams because both of them, Bengals lost Joe Burrow. Yeah, they won the game, but now they have Jake Browning for the next 3 months. And the Jaguars, they were close. They almost won, but from what I've seen, just nothing super impressive. Cowboys, Giants. I really wish I got to watch some of this game because this seemed electric. Russell Wilson threw for 1 billion passing yards. Just typical no defense football. They're just tit for tat, just throwing the ball. Still not enough for me to win my fantasy matchup with CeeDee Lamb as my wide receiver, but I'll touch on that later. Once again, me and Ryan both predicted the Bengals to win, and we both predicted the Cowboys to win, but just not in this fashion. Who expected 77 combined points? Again, who expected this? 73 combined points between the Lions and Bears. We both predicted the Bears to win, got that right, but what a get-right game for Detroit after a stinker in Week 1 against Green Bay. You got to like that as a Detroit fan, and you got to like that as a football fan, just being able to watch an offense come out there and score 52 points. No notes on Chicago. We probably said last week they're not that good. Yet. Trust. Dolphins, Patriots. Who cares? Both of these teams aren't very good. The Patriots' offense is okay enough, I guess. The defense is, without Christian Gonzalez, it's who cares? Especially without Keon White, too. Really, what do they got going on there? And the Dolphins are maybe the worst team in football. Speaking of worst team in football, we have another contender, the Saints here. Put up a decent game against Mac Jones. Of course, McCorkle Jones in the San Francisco 49ers system, 280 passing yards, 3 touchdowns or whatever. Just another day in the office for a 49ers quarterback. Pretty typical win here. Not super impressive. Spencer Rattler, I got my eye on you, buddy. Bills, Jets. Yeah, this went just about as expected. Also, by the way, me and Ryan predicted the 49ers to win and the Patriots to win. So we got both of those right. Bills Jets here. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Justin Fields got a concussed. Not a good game. Bills just went out there and completely dominated. This next game I'll talk about later. Rams Titans. LA, as long as Matt Stafford's at quarterback, that team is going to be good. Like, they could beat any team just because they have Matt Stafford at quarterback. I don't care about his back. I don't care if his back is stiff as a board. He's got the most electric arm. He can make any throw, and he's damn near 40. Any throw on the field. And he can probably bob for apples really good, too. If you ever seen his teeth. Here's a picture. So that's a picture of Matt Stafford's teeth. No offense, I think they chose the wrong size veneers, and he didn't really go back and change it. We both got that one correct. And here's a good one: Cardinals Panthers. I did get to watch a little bit of this one. Panthers made a comeback. Maybe it was a garbage time comeback. I don't know. It felt a little real, and then it kind of got a little like, I don't know, about like all the penalties at the end that kept giving them more life. The offensive line is bad, and Bryce Young. I'm not gonna say he's bad because I like Bryce Young, but he's not particularly great, especially at this juncture. However, this is where me and Ryan parted ways. I did predict the Cardinals to win, got it. He predicted the Panthers, didn't get it. Some of us know ball, some of us don't. Next game here, we got Broncos Colts. What can I say about Broncos Colts? What an electric game. We actually have some exclusive footage of that game, so let's play that now. You guys don't need to hear my opinion. Let's just play that, and we'll move on to the next one.
That game is basically put to bed. Got it.
Thanks, Drew Lock. We were hoping to get him on the show actually this week, but it will be in the next few weeks. We'll get him on the show. We just got to organize ourselves. Very busy around here. Me and Ryan both predicted the Colts to win somehow and got that correct. So, yay us. Eagles Chiefs. Super Bowl rematch. Super Bowl sleep match. Don't care. Me and Ryan both predicted the Eagles to win, and they did. The Chiefs are very boring. They're not even. They're losing and boring. They're not bad. I'm not gonna say the Chiefs are bad, but they were boring. Vikings and Falcons. Finally, I predicted the Falcons to win, and they actually did. The Vikings looked horrible. They will probably look better with Carson Wentz at quarterback this week. I guarantee it. I don't think J.J. McCarthy's bad. I don't think he's bad, but he is not good immediately. And the Falcons just did whatever they had to. They didn't do anything impressive, really. Their defense did, though. I mean, the offense didn't do anything, but the defense absolutely ate. Shout out James Pierce, Jalen Walker, all those dogs, those rookies out there in Atlanta. Tampa Bay, Houston. Yeah, big dogs. Tampa Bay, Houston. Baker Mayfield. Talk about big dogs, dude. I love Baker Mayfield. What a good football player. What a guy. I hope he continues to do really good. Like, he deserves to be in that upper echelon conversation. Like, he's not just like, oh, good season, Baker. It's like, yo, like, Baker's good at the game. We both predicted the Bucs to win, and they did. Shout out the Bucs. And then Chargers Raiders. Gino, WVU cannot get 2 wins in 1 week. Yes, they beat Pitt in the brawl, as expected. I'm a Pitt fan, and I could see it coming from a mile away. Thank God Geno Smith came out here and threw 3 picks. I needed that. Get Kenny Pickett in there pronto. Ryan actually predicted the Raiders to win, and I didn't do that. I predicted the Chargers to win. So I beat Ryan by a score of 15 to 12. I actually miscalculated it because I didn't think he actually predicted the Raiders to win. Huh. Interesting call. Did not pay off. So we are now 1-1 on the season with our predictions. That's a great week of NFL football. Some big quarterback injuries, obviously. Joe Burrow out for 3 months. J.J. McCarthy out for a couple weeks with an ankle, I believe. Justin Fields with a concussion, and Brock Purdy's still out. And what was the other new one? Oh, now I'm looking like an idiot. There's 4 new starting quarterbacks. It's Tyrod Taylor, Carson Wentz. Oh, and Jane Daniels out. He has the oblique, and it's going to be Marcus Mariota this week. So, little taste of 2016 out there with Wentz and Tyrod and Mariota. It's going to be like I'm back in middle school, back in the day. So that was week 2. Already through 2 weeks. This year is going to fly by. Great 2 weeks of football. Obviously, we've never done like anything organized, but if I would have to say the most surprising team, it's easily the Colts, and then most disappointing, probably the Chiefs. Chiefs or Bears. Chiefs or Bears. That's all I got for the instant replay, so let's move on to the next segment, which is the waiver pool. Let's pull up a sleeper. And we'll just get into it. So we're gonna do the top 10 trending up, and I'll mention some trending down. Skipping defenses and kickers, let's jump right into it. Marcus Mariota trending up naturally. In a more dynasty-centered format, Marcus Mariota would be trending up. Mostly not owned in dynasty. Now he's starting this week. If you had Jane Daniels, go pick up Marcus Mariota if you're in dynasty. If you're in like a 20-man league, maybe, but like normally you're not gonna touch Marcus Mariota. Romeo Doubs, probably owned. If he's not, I would just pick him up because of the name. Like, he's going to give you a consistent, like, 8 to 10 points a week. And if he scores a touchdown, great. He's not super impressive, and he's not going to do more than that. But he's not going to do less than that. Caleb Williams, also probably owned. Not sure why he's trending up. Probably mostly because of the matchup this week. He's going to be putting up a lot of points all season because their defense sucks. And that's how it goes. You got to throw the ball. Hopefully he doesn't throw picks. Caleb Williams isn't available. Why are we talking about him? Blake Corum. Interesting. I will say interesting. Blake Corum is a guy. I mean, he had a very good week this week. It's why everybody's picking him up. But I would wait 1 or 2 weeks, really, on him. Kyle Manon guy. Again, people want to invest in this Bears offense just because of how bad the defense is. So they're going to be throwing the ball a lot. Don't pick up Kyle Manon guy. Probably wait. Just wait a little bit on Kyle Manon guy. Maybe a week. Maybe a week of him performing, especially in this Dallas game. This might be a big week. Skipping Tampa Bay. Zach Ertz, definitely owned. Not talking about him. If he's not owned, pick him up. Daniel Jones, starting to be owned a little bit more. Shout out Daniel Jones, reviving his career. We saw it last year with Derek Carr, though. 2 weeks is not anything. So we will see on Daniel Jones. He has looked very good, however. Russ, maybe in a deeper league, like 14 teams, like 12 teams, you're really pushing it with Russ. Like, you could probably find better options. Like, I'd rather start Geno. I'd rather start Sam Darnold, probably, than Russ. Kenneth Gainwell, getting owned a little bit more. He's definitely starting to get owned in your 12-man leagues because of his usage. And his usage is a little crazy because why is he getting used? As a Steelers fan, I don't know why he's getting used as much. But I would wait a week and see how he does here against New England. If he continues his usage and Caleb Johnson stays off the field, go for him. And we'll shoot one more here, Tyrod Taylor. Don't own him in your regular redraft league. If you're in Dynasty and is available, I would pick him up just to probably have him for this week. If you have the available roster spot, don't drop anybody. Don't drop anybody for him. Like, if you have an available roster spot, pick him up because he's a starter. And he's also going to be a backup. He's just a nice guy to have on the team. So that's the trending up. Notable trending downs. Evan Ingram is horrible. I have him in Dynasty, as you see. He's horrible. No. Don't drop him, though, probably. But, And the rest of these guys, it's whatever. Like Andrews, he's cooked. You could probably drop him. All right, here's the Dynasty people in the standings. Yeah, I lost last week. We got 3-2-0 teams. We got Nick, Blaine, and my dad. We got 3-0-2 teams. We got Drew Lock, Sean, and Devin. And then the 1-1 teams, it's really whatever right now. I will say that there was a trade this week. It was Jameis Winston and Antonio Gibson for Jerome Ford. And then a couple days earlier, I'm pretty sure, I don't think we got to mention this last week, I did trade for Stephon Diggs. I traded Michael Wilson and 2 third-round picks for Stephon Diggs. Just wanted some more depth for bye weeks and stuff like that. And I thought it was, just nothing burgers for something. I lost last week to Ryan. He put up an absolute doozer on my head. So not much I could have done about that. In terms of the Elite League, we have, let's look at the standings here. We have 3 2-0 teams. It's me, Tyler, and Quentin. We have 3 0-2 teams. It's Ryan, Shane, and Chris. Nothing notable here. No trades, no really roster moves or anything. We'll just wait and see how that plays out in the Elite League, though. I think got him 2-0. That's about all I got for fantasy this week. I mean, I'm not doing like rankings or anything serious. If I was going to do that, we were going to make our own video. But, just talking about some basic stuff about fantasy football. And I hope you guys are having a good start to the season. I'm having a okay start. I'm 0-2, 1-1, 1-1, and 2-0. So, small victories. Small victories. That's all I got for the waiver pool. Let's move on to the... do I want to do the roundup? Yeah, let's just do the roundup. I'll do this for you, Ryan. The Pitt Panthers lost the backyard brawl in overtime to the West Virginia Mountaineers. If you want to know the details of the game, look it up. I'm not going to tell you. Moving on to the scouting report. We're just flying through this one here. Let's get into some predictions. I'm recording this now on Friday because of how busy we were. We were supposed to record today. Some stuff got in the way, so now I have to do it alone. Let's be real. We were probably going to predict the Bills to win anyway. I won't count it because that's not fair. But let's be real. Good game, though. Good game last night. James Cook. Eat up, King. Eat up. First game. I now know the rest of the football season. If you want to know who's going to win this week, just listen to my predictions right now, baby. Okay. Falcons-Panthers. I'll go first because I'm here. Like this game, Falcons are my second favorite team. Naturally, I'm going to go with the Falcons 26 to... Actually, I don't like this score. Let's do 26 to 16. No, 26 to 13. This Falcons defense is for real. 26 to 13 is my prediction for the Falcons-Panthers game. You're going to have to bear with me for a second here to pull up Ryan's predictions. And he also went with the Falcons 21 to 17. Gosh, I didn't think he was capable of picking against his beloved Panthers, but clearly he is. Next week here, we are going to go to the Packers and Browns. These poor Brownies got to play some serious football teams here in these first few weeks. Ryan with the Packers 34 to 14. Makes sense. I went with the Packers 34 to 17 because, the Browns are bad. Texans-Jags. Honestly, really even game here between two teams that are not very good. But I think the Texans just need to get a win. I'm going to go Texans 24 to 20. And probably just because they need to get a win. I think both of these teams are actually frighteningly even. Funny thing here also, Ryan also went Texans 24 to 20, which is odd. Next game here, Bengals-Vikings, battle of the backups. Ryan went Bengals 24 to 14. Yeah, I don't agree. I went Vikings 20 to 17. I think that Vikings defense is too good, especially for a backup like Jake Browning. He's not that guy. He's not that guy. Steelers-Patriots, I mean, come on, guys. Here we go. Steelers. Here we go. Pittsburgh's going to the Super Bowl. Rams and Eagles. Give me them Rams, baby. The Eagles are a little suspect just because they're not scoring many points. They don't have to. Obviously, they're winning games. However, the Rams are scoring a lot of points, and I just feel it. I feel it in my bones that this is a Rams win. It's just that kind of game. You know what I mean? I like the Rams. I like what they do every week. And so I'm going to go with the Rams. Ryan went with the Eagles, 30 to 24. So similar score, just flipped around. Next game here, Bucks and Jets. Ryan went with the Buccaneers, naturally. He went Bucks 31 to 21. I went Bucks 38 to 13 because it's Tyrod Taylor. Colts-Titans here. Sneaky game. Sneaky divisional game. I know Colts have been good and the Titans have been bad. I went Colts 27 to 20 because Daniel Jones. I mean, you can't argue with Indiana Jones out there. I mean, he is slinging that rock. And then what's next here? Commanders or Raiders? Ryan went with the Commanders. He went 21-20. So, Marcus Mariota getting that revenge. He played for the Raiders for a couple years. Marcus Mariota, revenge game. And then Broncos and Chargers. Here's a good one. Here's a good divisional matchup here between two very good teams. Ryan with the Chargers, 28-21. And I'm going to have to agree. I really like the Chargers in this one. I'm going to go 31-27. They're a little bit closer. Both these teams are good. But, the Chargers have just been, A1 sauce this year. Seahawks, Saints. Saints are really bad. Seahawks are really okay. I'm going to go Seahawks 24-13 because the Saints are not that good. And Ryan went with the Seahawks 24-17. So, Bears, Cowboys. Ryan shot with the Bears 27-24. Interesting. I'm going Cowboys 38-30. This is going to be a high-scoring affair. Both of these teams do not have a defense, and both of these teams do have an offense. They're going to score, and they're going to score at will. It's just who's going to come out on top, and I think it's going to be the boys because I think they're better. Cardinals, Niners. Hoo-wee. Give me them Cardinals, baby. 27-24. Mac Jones, no. Nah, come on. Give me a break. He's not doing it again. Hopefully, he's not doing it again because I'm relying on the Cardinals to win the game. Ryan went with Cardinals 17-14, which is fair. This could be a snooze or boozer. Snooze fest. Chiefs, Giants. Speaking of snooze fest, this one could make me go to bed. Chiefs are just going to play stout defense. It's going to be like 6-2 is going to be the final score. Ryan went Chiefs 31-20. I just don't think they score that much. I'm going Chiefs 24-17. I don't think it's going to be like a close game. It might the end score might be close, but it's not a close game. It's just what it is. Lions, Ravens. Now this, I mean, they're just putting some fire games at the beginning of this season slate. Give me the Lions, because here we go, Steelers. Give me the Lions 44-38. This just reeks of Bills-Ravens Week 1 game. I mean, for real. No defense, all offense. Ryan went with Lions 34-31. I mean, great minds think alike. Because here we go, Steelers, here we go. How many times can I say it? Because what's next? What are we going to talk about right now? Because it's the last segment of the show, and it's the end of the show. Right now is the last segment of the show. It's the standard. And I'm going to talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers, baby. Now, folks, I am a lifelong Pittsburgh Steelers man. And I've never not cared about a loss so much. I just don't care. I just don't care that we lost this game. I didn't watch it. I didn't watch a single snap. I periodically checked the score. We were tied. We were winning. And then we were losing by 2 touchdowns. And I closed the window, and I said, okay, well, we lost the game. This was just... It's hard to be mad about a game that we lost. Number one, right, the defense didn't do enough. It did more, however. 2 turnovers forced, great. There are just 2 mistakes that we made that could have changed this game. One of them, obviously, giving the Seahawks a free touchdown. Thanks, Caleb Johnson. That is insane. But also the end zone interception that Rodgers threw should have been either a touchdown or incomplete. It was never meant to be an interception. That is not a Rodgers interception. Threw it, perfect pass to Muth in the corner. Calvin dives for it, tips it up right to the DB. What can you do? It happens. It's a it happens loss. I'm not super concerned. And I think we'll bounce back because we have to. Hello?
Can you hear me?
I can. The thing that's funny is I'm recording the podcast. Like you are speaking right now on recording.
No, I'm not.
All right, I'm back. Sorry for the interruption. I got a phone call and then I just never finished this. So this is the next morning. It's Saturday now, the day before, so hopefully I get this out in time. So there's just not much for me to say anymore about the Steelers-Seahawks game. I'm not moved in either direction, other than the fact that Caleb Johnson might not be that good. But why is he on kick returns? Anyway, this week coming up, let's pull up the game here. We get to play the beloved New England Patriots. I'm pretty sure if you go back and watch our prediction video, me and Ryan actually predicted us to lose this game. This feels like a very Steelers loss. Although last week we obviously didn't think they were going to lose because we never do. But, oh, wow, that ad was silly. This game is so losable. I don't want this to play. This game is so losable. And I'm scared. And I'm frightened, and I would not be surprised if we lost. Going into Foxborough, we always lose to the Patriots, no matter how bad they are at the game. We lost to them when they had Bailey Zappi, when we had Mitch Trubisky in 2023. We lost to them the year before when they had, who knows, thrown the football. We always lose to the Patriots. So the Steelers could very well start out 1-2 with a loss to two teams that they very well should have beaten. And it will come back to bite them later in the season because, once again, they have a difficult schedule down the stretch. However, you'd be remiss if you thought I was going to sit here and say that the Steelers are going to lose this game, because I don't think they're going to. I just think it's very possible that they do. I'll say Brian's prediction first because he's absent. And he had the Steelers winning 27-24. Which is extremely possible and extremely likely, honestly, that this is a very close game, like a field goal game, especially with the way the Steelers play football, which is not entertaining or fun for anybody, really. I had the Steelers 27-23, so literally almost the same exact score, except I had the Patriots scoring one last point. So, yeah, this game just, it's not interesting. I mean, no game the Steelers play is going to be interesting, really, because they're boring. They went back to being boring. I think I didn't really get to watch last week, so I don't know how it went. I know we lost bad, but I don't know how it went offensively, if it was like watching last year's Steelers again, or if it was just, slow and we would get drives and then turn the ball over, or what would happen. I'm not sure. But regardless, the Steelers lost. But they're not going to lose this week because, let's be real here. The Steelers ain't ever going to lose again. Mike Tomlin, you're saved because I didn't get to watch the game. If I got to watch the game, I probably would be, Homer Simpson, Bart Simpsoning you right now. But I don't have anything to say about you because I don't know what happened. So, other than the fact that you put Caleb Johnson on kick returns, that's stupid. That's stupid. And Keanu Benton's playing at nose tackle. That's also stupid. He's too small. He does not win at the point of attack. He's a good pass rusher from the nose tackle position, but in terms of run defense, get him off the field. Get him off the field, and running and rushing downs, get him off of the field. He is just not moving anybody. Or move him off of the center. Get him on a guard. Please. Derek Harmon, please be good. We need you to be good because this run defense is abhorrent. It's porous. I could run on the defense with the way it looks out there. There's just massive holes. The linebackers are getting D linemen put in their laps off the snap because nobody's winning the point of attack. So it just looks like carryover from last season, really. Other than that, here we go, Steelers, I guess. And that's the 20th and a half episode of Applesauce Benchwarmers because I said this already. So yeah, comment down below your predictions and if you think we're right or if we're stupid or if we're wrong or if we're smart and we're geniuses, and hopefully we get a prediction right. And I gotta edit this and release this, so I'm gonna do that. Thanks for another solo episode, and hopefully next week we have a banger. So, yep. See ya.